everybody. Today is Sunday, October 20th, and I am up bright and early. I am just about to hit the road and go get my sister from her school, and then I'm going to have a nice family day outing, and I'm excited. I need to get on the road. I'm not wearing knitwear right now. It's going to be 79 today. Right now it's only 52. I did grab on the way out the door one of my favorite shawls. This is my Casa Pinka, like Sharon, one of the mystery knit-alongs, and I think it matches my outfit pretty well. So I grabbed that in case I get chilly. But anyway, I need to get on the road, so that's what I'm up to this morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, October 21st, and you may have noticed I didn't get a video up yesterday. I was kind of sad about that because I haven't missed at all this entire month, but my mom and my sister came to visit so my daughter and my mom and my sister and myself, we all went out for a nice day together, and there was 4 hours of driving involved. So between all the driving and all of the adventures, I just didn't really have a chance to record. I got a few snippets. I did not knit a single stitch on my Felix pullover until I got home so like it was midnight and I was stitching knitting, but I did finish all of the yoke raglan increases, and I split for the sleeves. So right now I'm working on the stockinette body. I probably have 8 inches to go, and then it'll be done, and that sounds like a lot, but this is a 14 stitch per 4 inches, gauge pattern, and I'm on gauge, and yeah, it's knitting up very quickly. I have a nice cup of coffee. Yay, it tastes delicious. So what we did yesterday was we went to Birmingham, and we got breakfast and coffee, and then after coffee we walked around a little bit because it was Sunday, so a lot of places didn't open until noon. So after coffee and after we walked around a bit, we went over to the McWane Science Center, and it's a really fun place. It's like a hands-on science learning center for children, but it was a lot of fun for us adults too. I actually hadn't been in several years. I had gone when I first moved to Birmingham, I think. So it had been a long time, and so it was a lot of fun to go today and to get to take my 2-year-old. I've been wanting to take her, but I had a feeling she wouldn't necessarily be super into it yet. So I think we took her at just the perfect time because she had an amazing time. I had no idea they had this whole children's like tiny town experience. So we spent a couple hours with her being a fire truck driver, a veterinarian. She worked at a diner. She had a little house. It was just precious. So excellent day. And then we went and got pizza, and then we all parted ways. My mom drove home and I drove my sister back to school, and then I came home. So it was a very long day. So I'm combining yesterday's footage, what little of it there was, with today. And today's Monday. This is my last vacation, quote unquote, day, so I don't have my office job today. I am going to try to go over to the shop because I did get some orders in that I need to take care of, and I would like to do that maybe today if I have time. If not, they'll go out tomorrow. But we have to go and pick up our Azure Standard order this morning. It's our local, it's a national food co-op. I've mentioned it before, but we got kind of a small order this morning, but we have to go and we have to be present for the truck delivery. So we get to go to this beautiful, like, big pasture farmland to go pick up our I almost said yarn, to pick up our food, and it's really lovely. So we get to do that, and I have a feeling, even though there's a whole lot of crafty projects I want to work on today, I have a strong feeling I won't get a chance because we are going to have to work on the fence today. It's my husband's last vacation day as well, so we're gonna have to work on the fence. But hopefully I will find some time to craft because there's so much I want to do. So that's just kind of filling you in on what I've been up to what I was up to yesterday and what I will be doing today. I have been quilt project planning, which has been really fun, and I really hope I'll get to start on it soon. If you watched my last vlog, I showed the cross-stitch project that I got and that I'm about to start, and I talked about how I was missing 3 threads, and I figured it out. So they didn't leave it out of my order, and I didn't necessarily forget to order it. If you've ever ordered things for a cross-stitch project online, some websites like 123stitch.com and I think Lindy Stitches, well, there's a few where you can kind of go to a pattern and you can sort of select all of the recommended materials and add them to your cart. And I did that for the Merry Autumn pin keep. But the problem was the 3 of those flosses were actually just not included in that checkbox, and on almost all of the websites that I checked that had the pattern and the flosses listed, they were all missing those 3, but they're on the back of the pattern. So I think that at some point, I don't know if it was the designer created that and then all these shops copy and pasted the error, but anyway, the 3 were left off. So now I have to order 3 threads, and honestly, I could probably go just get some DMC because they're fairly neutral colors. It's like 2 off-whites and a tan. But I could order them with the rest of the fabric I would need to make my quilt with that juicy, the Ruby Star Society Juicy Collection fat quarter bundle that I got. And so yeah, I've been doing a lot of planning, and I may order the rest of my materials for that, as well as a few fabrics and threads for the shop. So, dual purpose order. So that's the fun thing I've been doing. I'm quite tired because I only got 5 hours of sleep last night, but I'm gonna drink this coffee and then we're gonna go and get our delivery, and then yeah, I'm gonna keep knitting on my project, and it's going to be a good day. Back home. So we're back home, and we had to run by the post office so I could drop off a package, but also I had a couple of things that were supposed to be coming in the mail, including business packages that were not showing up, and they kept saying that they were held. Good job, baby. They were held by customer request at the post office, so I had to go in and finally ask, because it was quite a bit of mail that was being held, and finally, I went in and asked, and they said that our mail carrier had made a mistake, and he had the wrong house's mail held. So I got all of my mail at once. So I thought the packaging for this was cute. But what was in that bag, I was talking to my daughter, were these really cute little needle minders I got for cross stitch. This one is for my autumn, my Merry Autumn pin keep. Yes, thank you, baby. Okay, honey. I'm gonna use this one for my Merry Autumn pin keep cross stitch. And then I got this cute little dinosaur. Thank you, honey. And then they sent this as a gift. It's also a needle minder, so that's awesome. And then I did also get the Jamie Lomax Doodle Knit Directory book. I was going to carry these in my shop, but I was going through the whole ordering process, and the publishing company, I was having trouble with their paperwork, so I just decided, like, I'm gonna just move on from this, sadly, because they were not directly sold through her like the Doodle decks are. So I was having trouble. So I got my copy of the book, which is very exciting. I was a secret test knitter for this book, so that was kind of fun. So yeah, now I've got my book and I can continue making projects from it. I told you guys I got the Stardew Valley cross stitch book. It was supposed to come in Saturday, but it was held at the post office, so I just went and picked it up, and I'm very excited. I looked through the whole thing. It looks amazing. The first half of the book is a lot of instructions on how to, I'm trying not to show any patterns, but it's a lot of instructions on like how to cross stitch. So that's interesting. You know, this would be a great gift for an absolute beginner. So if you're an absolute beginner, you could probably get this and do well with it. And then the last half of the book is all of the charts for the different characters. And then there's also lots of different finishing techniques. So there's like a Biscorno, is that how you say it? Biscornu finishing sewing how-to guide. They talk about how to use plastic canvas to make, you know, jewelry and keychains and things like that. But I'm planning on just making little framed art pieces. But this is very exciting. I'm trying to see what I can show you without showing you charts, but there's a chart on almost every page, which is great. I'll just quickly kind of go through it so I don't show you charts, but that gives you an idea of what's inside. I'm really excited about this. It's sort of a spiral bound book, but then it has like this full spine. So interesting. I've never seen like a hybrid sort of spiral bound book like this before. But yeah, it's really great. So I'm very thrilled to be starting some projects in here. So much to do, don't I? Don't we all? Okay, baby. Look at this amazing hat my mom and dad got me. It's my new gardening hat. My daughter and I had a little cup of tea together, and now she's just laid down and taken her nap, so she's sleeping right now. I am just a few rows away from finishing all of my toe decreases, so I'm about to have a finished sock, but I have to go outside and help my husband move some gigantic logs that weigh like 200 pounds, so that'll be fun. But when I come in, my reward will be that I'll finish up the toe on my gorgeous red cable sock. This, I just cannot get over how beautiful this sock is. I pulled out one of my other socks. It's a bit dirty, but I pulled out one of my other socks just to measure because I didn't feel like putting it on cables to see if it was long enough. And yep, so this should be the perfect size. Oops, put it in my tea. So yeah, we had a nice little tea. I had black tea with cinnamon and orange and a little bit of soy milk and honey and some sock knitting. And then my husband, Jason, came in and ate lunch, so I sat with him. And now I need to go work outside. Very quickly before I go outside, I wanted to show you guys this project, the materials for this project that I was telling you about in my last video. So I showed you this beautiful green fabric that I got. I bought the same fabric that was used in the original design. It's in the other room, otherwise I would grab it and show you everything all together, but my daughter is asleep in that room. So here's that pattern that I will be stitching. It's kind of a small, so this should be a quick, probably one-day project if I find the time. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's called Always Time for Tea. It's part of this Tea Time Cross Stitch the Rainbow stitch along, but it's from Tiny Modernist. And then I picked up, these are the absolutely gorgeous silks that were curated for this collection of these tea patterns, and I cannot believe what these feel like. They are so incredible. I am extremely excited to stitch with these silks on this gorgeous green fabric. And then here's the precious little needle minder I got. It's a little apropos since I'm having my tea right now, but it's this gorgeous wooden teapot needle minder, and the back magnet is this tiny teacup. It is so cute. So this will be a project I will probably start as soon as possible. It's too bad we're having to build a fence because that's taking up all of our free time. But yeah, I'm very excited, so I just wanted to share that. Finished a sock. These are my Maine Coast summer socks by Summer Lee. Yes, baby! We have been working like crazy outside, but my husband went to go swap out trucks with his dad's truck that we borrowed to haul a bunch of stuff. That's paint on her hand. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the sock. It looks better on my foot because the cables are stretched out. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And there it is. Once it's blocked, it's going to look so pretty, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. I haven't actually gotten to do a lot of knitting today because we've been working so hard outside. I had to change clothes because I was filthy. But yeah, there's one sock, so I'm glad to have a finished object today. Gotten started on my adorable little teapot. I'm starting with the center and I'm doing the window. So far, stitching with the silk is absolutely wonderful. My back even looks nice and neat, which is unusual for me. Well, good afternoon. It has been quite the busy day. I am absolutely worn out. We did a lot of physical labor. We climbed many hills and carried hundreds of pounds worth of railroad ties, like these big gigantic logs. We're having to build a retaining wall up on a hill before we can build our fence. So we're almost done. We're almost done. We're also digging ditches, and yeah, it's a lot of work. So that's pretty much all we did all day today. I'm glad that I had this day off so that we could do that. But yeah, not a lot of other stuff. So this weekend, well, today's Monday, but these past couple of days have ended up being super busy. So I'm cooking dinner right now. I had to run outside and grab our blanket. It was warm enough to dry it on the fence today. So I came outside to get the blanket, and now I'm gonna go back in. Obviously the sun is setting. I'm gonna go in and finish making dinner, and then give my daughter a bath, and I'll probably show you guys the dinner. I'm just making some simple roasted potatoes and white beans with spinach and just simple vegetables, just something to kind of give us some nutrients after we worked so hard today, especially Jason. Yeah, so when my daughter goes to bed, if I'm not too tired, I'll probably work a little bit on that cross stitch that I started. I have a feeling it's going to go by so quickly. The silks are a joy to stitch with. Anyway, thank you guys for understanding about me missing a day. Hopefully the rest of the month will be a little bit quieter now that we've accomplished most of the physical work that we had to do. And then of course, right after Vlogtober, we have Alabama Fiber Fest and my best friend's wedding. So this next week and a half is going to be extremely busy. So, but I do look forward to sharing it with you guys, and thank you so much for your lovely, lovely comments. I have been reading them. I just haven't sat down to reply, but my goal is to reply tomorrow or the day that this video is going up. But anyway, I hope you all had a really nice day and a very lovely weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.